The first team leader of battle number 6 is the returning champion from the PCL at least, the Goldenrod Gholdengos, led by Mars, playing for the Goodwill charity. Um, Honestly, yeah, no, panic is right. The Goldenrod Gholdengos, in the PCL last time around, going pretty much undefeated. Besides the one battle in the finals against me, it was a battle. It was a four out of best 4 of 7 finals, and I beat him once of 4 battles. So yeah, technically undefeated. This team already looking to be terrifying with the OU Pokemon of Torkoal and Roaring Moon, and the Slitherwing pick with the UU Mons as well. Um, Having really good synergy between these first 3 picks, the Torkoal, Roaring Moon, and the Slitherwing, with the Sun setup, with the drought setup of the Torkoal with the 2 Paradox Pokemon being boosted by the Sun. You also see the Gyarados as well. The Porygon 2 from the RU pick with the Grimmsnarl and Arboliva. Porygon 2, of course, being really, really chonky with its Eviolite, and just, recovery, toxic, just really good toxic staller here from this team. We see the NU Mons, the Hitmonlee, Magmortar, and the Vileplume. Of course, Vileplume also able to be boosted, and Magmortar able to be boosted by the Sun from that Torkoal setup as well. And the PU picks being the Shuckle, the Wobbuffet, Raticate, and Jellicent. Of course, Shuckle being the biggest meme of the PCL. Of course, falling to the scariest possible team. And Wobbuffet, I don't even know what Wobbuffet can do, man. Like, this team so scary. Not just from looks, but also from just experience that this team has. Just a really strong competitor, looking to keep the champion status, not really keep, but reclaim the champion status after the Fallen League, after the last Fallen League. Their opponent for Week 6, no, it's Battle 6, for Week 1, is the Riddim Rotoms, led by Gelato, playing for the Trevor Project. Really, really decent picks from this team, too. Really good, really scary potential. Just seeing a lot of, just chonky Pokemon, a lot of fast Pokemon, a lot of strong Pokemon. The OU picks being the Garchomp and Galarian Slowking. Garchomp, of course, being, as the ace of Cynthia's team, it's obviously a great Pokemon. Galarian Slowking, though, I don't really know too much about Galarian Slowking. I haven't really seen it too much in battle. But we see the UU picks of Inteleon and Oricorio Pompom. Inteleon being one of my favorite Pokemon, and I know one of their favorite Pokemon as well. And the Oricorio Pompom with just potential that I had no idea about. You will see what happens in this battle, but this Oricorio, I had no idea could do this, but you will see it later. The RU picks being the Knucklesack, the Grafaiai, and the Blastoise. Again, 2 Gen 9 Pokemon I don't know too much about. All I know is that Knucklesack has a potential of setting up an Eviolite and just being absolutely chonky, but other than that, I don't really know too much about this Pokemon. And Grafaiai, I don't really know too much about either. I don't even know if I'm saying the heckin' name right. But Blastoise being a really chonky mon with the Rain Dance, Rain Dish potential. The NU picks of Jolteon, Delmice, and Whiscash. Currently shiny hunting for Whiscash and Scarlet and Violet right now. I'm at, 1,400 eggs? Fun. And we see the PU picks of Aggron, Octillery, Greedent, and Zangoose. Yeah, really interesting picks, but I'm really excited to see what this team has. Has to offer, especially with this Aggron potential. I don't know how to speak. I'm sorry. Aggron, of course, being one of the team's favorite Pokemon, and again, I'm really curious to see how they're going to run Grafaiai, because again, I don't really know too much about this Pokemon, and it's a Pokemon that I'm really interested in seeing. And of course, Zangoose. Zangoose was my last PU pick that got stolen from me, so I'm kind of upset about that, but it happens. It's all in the draft process. It happens. Let's see the starting lineups of these 2 teams, why don't we? We see the Sun Core, the Slitherwing, Torkoal, Wobbuffet, Gyarados, Roaring Moon, and the Vileplume. Of course, 4 of these Pokemon able to benefit from the sun directly. And we see from the Riddim Rotoms, the Knucklesack, Aggron, Grafaiai, Garchomp, Jolteon, and Oricorio. Yeah. Let's get into it. The starting Pokemon from each team. The Goldenrod Gholdengos starting from the Torkoal, with the Riddim Rotom starting with the Jolteon. The Hidden Power landing a super effective hit from the Hidden Power on the Torkoal, but the Torkoal using the Yawn and making the Jolteon sleepy already. Jolteon, or no, not Jolteon, the Torkoal swapping out for the Torkoal to tank a Hidden Power, but it gets crit, and then of course the Jolteon falls asleep. Jolteon then swaps out into the Oricorio, and the Gyarados goes for Dragon Dance, but the Dancer ability from Oricorio copies those Sack Changes, which I never knew it could do. Of course, getting a boost to attack and speed. The Gyarados going for a Waterfall, not doing too much damage as Oricorio, with the Oricorio then going for the Revelation Dance, being a 4-time super effective hit and taking down this Gyarados. Vileplume then coming in, of course, getting 2-time speed boost from the Chlorophyll ability, able to one-shot the Oricorio with its Sludge Wave, and taking Life Orb damage as well. The Grafaiai then swaps in, floating on his little balloon, and the Swords Dance, I'm assuming praying for Swords Dance, sets up the 2-time attack, and the Sludge Wave doing half of the damage, and of course popping the balloon. And the Hidden Power, super effective Hidden Power hit coming in and taking down the Grafaiai. The Garchomp then coming in to replace the fallen Grafaiai. Vileplume going in for a Solar Beam, of course landing in one hit, and the Garchomp surviving and going for a Dragon Claw. The Vileplume also surviving with the Sunlight falling. Vileplume switches back out into the Torkoal to get that Sunset right back up, with the Dragon Claw only doing about a quarter of its HP. The Earthquake coming in, taking down the Torkoal though, leaving the Garchomp standing strong. Not strong, standing at 7% HP. The Slitherwing then comes out, getting its Photosynthesis to boost its attack stat, and the First Impression able to move first and take down this Garchomp. Of course, Rough Skin doing a little bit of chip damage to this Slitherwing. The Jolteon then comes in. Of course, the Jolteon is asleep though. Slitherwing going for a Flame Charge to get his boost, but the Jolteon survives. Of course, the Speed Boost coming in. The Jolteon, though, stays asleep. Would have been able to outspeed, but it doesn't. The Earthquake coming in from the Slitherwing to take down this Jolteon, leaving the Slitherwing in a really good position against these 2 rock types. The quad effective Earthquake coming in, taking down the Aggron, leaving just this Knucklesack to fare against this team before. And the close combat coming in, the stab close combat with the attack boost, taking down the Knucklesack just in one hit, leaving the Goldenrod Gholdengos as the winners of this battle.